Hi there, thank you for joining me. I'm going to do a little class for a bit of mobility in the morning. So if you want to do something in the morning and you just want a quick 10-15 minutes, then this is probably the best one to do. Try not to do it as soon as you get up. I always advise you walk around first, maybe go and have your breakfast, cup of tea, maybe a little bit of a wash, and just give yourself half an hour to just get your joints moving first and then do your class. We don't really need any equipment, but you will need something to go under your head. I've got a block, but you could use a towel or a little blanket. We're going to get straight into it now. So let's come onto our mats when you're ready. And let's have our feet and our knees in our bent position, just glued together. Let's have our arms out to the side and our palms are facing up now. So we're going to take both knees over to the one side. So we're going to roll those knees over and roll the head in the other direction. And then we're going to bring those knees back again and we're going to roll the head the other way. And we're going to keep going. We're going to exhale, going over now. And inhale, coming back. And keep going. Now make sure this tummy is pulled in slightly. You don't want to pull it in too far. Put a little bit of engagement in there to just make sure that spine's nice and safe. Exhale, going over and inhale, coming back. Breathing in and out. In and out. Nice and slow. Well done. Taking your time. In and out. Okay, let's go one more each side. And then let's make our next one, our last one. And we're going to relax. Okay, with our feet hip width apart, we're just going to do some gentle knee hugs just to mobilize these hips and work the back. So tucking the chin in, we're going to bring one knee in towards the chest, have a little bit of angle in this knee, you don't want it too close, pointing the toe, and then gently back down. Exhale, going up, bringing that knee in, and inhale, back again. And we're going to keep going. So really good for just getting that mobility through the hips, through the lower back, especially if you suffer with a bit of back pain, you need a little bit of stretch. And you want to work your hips, perhaps if they're a little bit stiff. Exhale, coming in and inhale back. Now we could get a little bit more mobility here in our back by lifting our head up towards that knee as that knee comes in and back again. Make sure when you're lifting, you're pulling your tummy in slightly, taking your time and back. It keeps the back nice and safe by doing this kind of exercise. If you can feel it in your neck, put one hand behind the head and just use the same hand on those legs. Exhale and inhale, nice and steady. In and out. In and out. Okay, let's make our next one our last one. I'm a bit conscious on time. I want this to be able to be something that you can use regularly, maybe when you're in the office or you're just in a little bit of a rush and just need that movement. Let's have a full body stretch. Stretching our arms, stretching our legs. Okay, let's pop on our side now. And we're going to pop our head on our block or our blanket. And let's come onto our side. We're going to keep both knees just in a bent position, glued together. And let's do the chest opener. We're going to roll the upper body up and over, taking that arm up and over, stretching, and then back again. We're going to exhale, going up and over, and inhale, coming back. And keep going, nice and steady. Now this one's really good in the morning to do because if you're going to sit all day, again, maybe at a desk, or even just driving or sitting down a lot, maybe going out for lunch and you know you're going to be sat there, then this is a really nice one to do to really open up that chest, to really stretch and mobilize that shoulder and mobilize the back. So if you've been curled up in the night and you need a little bit of a stretch, even just doing this one on the bed, just to give you that little bit of movement in that body, a really nice one to do. Exhale and inhale, nice and slow, just mobilizing and stretching. In and out. Make sure those knees and hips are nice and still. Don't rock the lower part of the body. And make sure you're watching your hand as we go back. If you're just looking forward and moving that hand, you're only really mobilizing the shoulder. And we want to mobilize everything. So taking the upper body up and over. Well done. Nice and steady. Exhale and inhale. Okay. Nice and slow. So let's make our next one our last one. And we're going to relax. Okay, remember which side you've just done because we'll need to do the other side in a second. But let's come onto our hands and our knees. So we're going to do the gentle cat-cow, really good for getting the hips and the back moving. Our knees underneath our hips, our hands underneath our shoulders. And we're going to pull the tummy in. We're going to arch the back and relax the head. And then we're going to dip the back. And we're going to look straight ahead. We're going to exhale as we arch. Well done. And inhale as we dip. And we're going to keep going nice and steady. So just mobilizing the back and the neck. And stretching. Exhale. Well done. And inhale, coming down. Nice and slow. Taking your time. In and out. In and out. Okay, let's make our next one our last one, but we're going to hold it there for just a second or two, having a few deep breaths to really stretch the back. Okay, we're going to come back to a flat back position and we're going to relax. Let's go on to our side now. And we're going to have our head on our block again. And let's do the chest opener on the other side. Okay, hands out in front of us. Let's have our knees in our bent position, hip facing forward. And again, rolling, taking that upper body up and over. And back again. We're going to exhale, going up and over. And inhale, coming back. And we're going to keep going. Nice and slow. Just mobilizing, stretching, keeping those hips facing forward. Those knees glued together. In and out. In and out. Nice and slow. Just mobilizing the back and the neck. In and out. In and out. Well done. Taking your time. And a really nice one to do just when you're lying in bed. You've only got a few minutes in the morning. You're in a rush. You can just get this back moving. Nice and steady. In and out. This one's also quite nice on the night time, perhaps when you go to bed. If you've had a really stressful day, just doing some chest openers to focus on your breathing and just relaxing through the body. Okay, let's make our next one our last one. Well done. And we're going to come back. Okay, so we're going to finish off back on our hands and our knees now. And let's go back into child's pose position. Arms out to the front and the hands to the edge of the mat. Okay, so we're going to arch our back as we're coming up. And then we're going to dip our hips towards the floor, looking straight ahead or up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to go again. We're going to arch, going back now. And then we're going to come forwards. So we're going to inhale, coming forward, arching that back, dropping the hips down, and then exhale, going back. Now, if you've got bad hips or bad knees, just go forward and backwards as far as you feel comfortable. Remember, always stay in your comfort zone. You might be really good at one exercise and not so comfortable in the next. We'll all be different in each exercise, so you just do whichever one you feel comfortable doing and don't push yourself. It's really important to just relax those muscles, allowing those hips and back to stretch. Let's make this one our last one now. Well done. And we're going to relax back into child's pose. Let's just pop our arms by our side, just lowering the head down as close as you can go, allowing those hips to just relax. Okay, let's come up. We're either going to come back into a standing position or a sitting position. I'll leave it up to you. Let's just set ourselves back up, ready for our day. So we're going to sit up nice and tall, bring in the tummy, squeeze the pelvic floor, shoulders up, back and down, head back in line with our spine. And we're going to zip ourselves up nice and tall. Thank you for joining me, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.